Okay, it's up to the top of the crane for me.
I hate this mission. I did it already, so I'm so mad about it.
Did you like my setup?
Yeah. That freaking snowball? Of course. That was correct.
Hey! There ain't time to admire the view. I've been waiting on a crane driver nearly an hour.
I'm not permitted to drive cranes, buddy.
Hey, you need me to get your union rep up here right now? Sooner you get in the cab, sooner we can get out of here.
THXS.
This is on you.
Get up on this walkway, climb down the ladder, and go into the cabin.
Okay, I'm sitting here. What do you want?
First, you gotta line up the cabin over the container. The lights on the bottom of the spreader will help you position it. That's it. You're in position. You're in position, so drop the spreader down and secure the load. It's hooked up, so lift it high enough to clear that container stack and move it to the other end. We need to go to the other end. Bay 5. Keep going, keep going!
So are we gonna talk about Vexlo's setup or?
Nah.
There's the truck. Set it down gentle. You want to line it up with the frame of the truck. Container's locked. Haul that freight. And you said you wasn't qualified. Go back up to the other end and start again. Take us back up to the other end.
Okay, I'm going as fast as I can. Oh, abusive.
Line up the second red container at the end.
Laughing.
Laughing, huh?
Union thinks you'll get eye strain if you work any longer. Have a break.
Wow. I mean, this is some view, ain't it?
Lol.
I'm gonna take a couple shots for my boy.
Me and Frosty got 5 points in Winter Royale. THXS for putting me in the vid of me and Forsty.
Yeah, no problem. It's just that you guys mostly got like freaking placement, so I had to get some more kill shots.
Huh? Trevor, come on! I can take you over to the warehouse. This rig ain't good.
Yay.
Ah, of course, I have to drive.
It's over on the other dock. So they've been guarding one of them dry docks. We can take a look at it, but no one's allowed around there.
Normal rules don't apply to us, Floyd. We're going in.
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to play Fort. See you
Hey, look
later.
at you. You're a failure. You're in a loveless relationship.
What do you mean? Loveless? I love Deborah.
If she loved you, she'd be here, wouldn't she? But she's not.
You know I'm insecure.
You've got a dead-end job.
What? Dead end? No.
Floyd, it's dead end.
Being a unionized longshoreman's one of the best paying jobs in the country. You tell people around La Puerta that's what you do, they're liable to rob you. They're so jealous.
No one's jealous of you, Floyd. They pity you. You're abused by that woman. You're abused by these slave drivers. I mean, I've never worked so hard in my life.
It ain't so bad. I've been doing this every day for 10 years, only usually with less of the criminality.
You're wasting your life, Floyd. It's lucky we turned up when we did. I'm saving you from yourself.
We ain't heard from Wade.
What are you, his mother? He's fine.
A spillage shouldn't take this long to contain. There must be a lot of it.
Good. Keep him busy while we get to work.
We really ain't meant to go in here.
Don't worry. I'll handle it.
You sure you can operate this vehicle?
Hey! You can't come through here. It's restricted access.
No entiendo. No understando. Huh? Manifesto. Manifesto say deliver here.
Hey, stop.
Where the fuck
Get
do you
back
think
here.
you're going? Get back here!
We must have got confused. The guy don't speak English. Must have
say?
misread the manifesto.
Manifesto. He said so here.
Sorry, you're gonna have to go it alone. One of your finest taxi cabs, please.
Not a problem. A driver's on the way.
Much obliged.
Trevor, these photos. You've really stumbled onto something. The ship, Merryweather.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about the ship. If we put a man with a gun on the bridge next to it and get a guy on board, I think we got a good chance of taking over.
Way it looks to me, there's a container below deck. They're guarding it for the government, keeping it off the book.
Hey, my man, where you going?
La Puerta.
That hurt.
Hey, we're here.
drink some.
What in the name of all things holy?
I tried to stop it, but it just kept coming and coming.
Oh, it's there, Wade. Look, you're just not cut out for honest work, all right?
Did you get what you needed?
Yeah, more or less. Yeah, I just got to figure out a place to plan this now. All right, this'll do.
That woman ain't even fine. Ain't no one understands why Floyd lets her use him so.
It's low self-esteem, Wade. We got to build him back up. Now. And there, perfect. All right, so based on my observations, I'd say these Merryweather security cocksnots are sitting on. I think they got. We only need one. In that freighter, in a container below deck. They got guards all over that ship, so it's likely they're keeping it on ice. The air, land, and sea routes into the port will be locked down as soon as we make a noise at these X's here. Which means we have to blow up the ship and grab the thing underwater. Need a guy to plant the bombs, a guy to look out for 'em with a rifle, and a guy to grab the thing, whatever it is, underwater. That means stealing us a submarine, of course, but you can find us one of them, can't you?
Huh?
Now, the other one is off the coast being tested. They're running the operation from the dock where I last saw your cousin. We'll need a submarine for that too, and probably a chopper, a big one. We go out there, look around underwater, locate it, bring it back here, and find out what it is.
Here? To the Congo?
Aye, so, what do you think? Container ship or whatever's offshore? Offshore. Deep sea adventure. Gotta be. You and Floyd can help, and we'll bring along Michael and his unpaid intern. Okay, all right.
What is that smell?
Oh, we are going straight to the local union rep. Wade here was injured in the performance of his duties. Human waste has seeped into his very pores, and I am sorry to say this, but I don't think he's ever going to smell normal again.
You can't go to the union.
You are union, all right? And you vouched for us, all right? You look at him, man. Smell him. No. Smell him.
Trevor, you're planning a robbery on my place of work. You violated Mr. Raspberry Jam, and God alone knows what else. You damaged Deborah. Look, my lady and my union, that's all I got. So why don't we just let this all slide, huh?
If you're comfortable with what's happened to your cousin, then so be it, all right? But I would give him a bath and rinse him off.
No! No bath!
Ah, Trevor. Hey.
Mikey, hey, listen. Loving it here in LS. Really settling in. Getting my first enema tomorrow. Anyway, I heard about some action.
Yeah, huh? Yeah, okay.
Oh, you bet it's okay. Listen, I gotta do a little prep work, but so far it's looking pretty tasty. I'll need you to bring along that kid you've been hanging with, Franklin. Oh, yeah. Oh, and how's your flying? You might need to take a few classes at flight school.
Why would I need to do that?
Trust me, you'll regret it if you don't. Gonna be just like old times, pal. Who the fuck is this?
The guy keeping you out of the gas chamber. Townley's on his way. We need to talk face to face. Warehouse off Dutch London and Banning.
Oh, we can do more than talk, my friend. Whoa! Ah! You gotta quit that shit, man.
Yeah, I know.
I take speed mostly, and look at me. Boom! Best shape of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could still take you, sugar tits.
That's because you're fucking deranged, not because you're in good shape. Hey.
Reflex Nitro I subbed.
Right, pork chop? Hey, fuck you.
You know, I'm beginning to think that's exactly what you want to do.
Right now.
Yeah. Jesus. Just said the same fucking thing to my wife.
Did you see his face that last time I popped it?
Boom!
Oh, ladies!
God, you're an asshole. You back there. I know you, but you? You I don't know.
Yeah, well, until I see...
It's Caesar's place, around the corner from your house.
What's up to you, bruh? Let it load.
Yeah, the more I see of your boss, the more I like him.
If I was you, I wouldn't be so critical of who others associate with.
So is he gonna be a pro? Problem?
For sure. But there's nothing we can do about it. If something happened to him right now, I'd be right under a microscope. An electron microscope of bureaucratic shit. That would make it very difficult to keep old secrets.
Oh, well, boo for you. You know who else is having trouble keeping secrets, asshole? Me. After you brought Trevor in on this.
I only brought him in after you put out your press release. Townley's taking scores again. The Los Santos reboot. If we didn't control the situation. And he'd unearthed this connection, then what?
Then Trevor flips out, beheads me, kills my family, or raises them as his own. I don't know which is worse. Anyway, any of that could happen at any time.
Slow down. Let's think this through. What does he know?
He knows I'm alive. He knows I got money. And now he knows I'm working with the FIB.
Does he know how long you've been working with the FIB?
How long? The fuck does that matter?
Either you were working with us before the Cash Depot job, you walked your crew into an ambush, one of them spent 10 years on the run, and the other landed in a federal penitentiary. Or we stumbled on the Cash Depot job, Brad went down, you went down. Watch it! Trevor got away. The FIB... got you a deal on your sickbed, faked your death, and you end up here.
Who's to say which of those is true?
That there's any doubt probably accounts for you being alive. Don't hit any more cars.
Back there, Trevor made you right away. The second he saw you.
You remember after the bust, I was in all the papers. I was on the evening news. The man who killed Michael Townley.
Yeah, I was quite a trophy. A good head to hang on your wall.
Back then, sure. Not now.
This is bullshit. This place? Davey, they've been shooting the real cunts of suburbia here the last few weeks. No way that's your guy.
Shit. You are kidding me. I'll call Steve. Wrong house. This guy isn't our guy.
Okay. You sure you don't silence him just to make sure?
If we're silencing someone, we're silencing the right someone. Get me another address. Hey, you want a coffee?
Turns out that was the wrong Azerbaijani. We need a new address from Mr. K. Choose your instrument and go to work.
This'll put hair on your chest.
Not that! No, come on, please! Turn him off! Don't do it! Not the clip! I'm vibrating! Please! No! Come on! Not that! You can't! No! Shit, please! No! Don't stop me!
Look at the jump in his pants!
Mr. Phillips, ask him about Tahir Javan.
Why didn't you ask me? I know Tahir. I did his home theater. He lives in Chumash, right into the Western Highway.
That wasn't so tough, was it? Huh? Did you get that? Did you hear him? Lives in Chumash.
Come
Western
play
Highway.
Fortnite.
Shumash, you're driving.
I'll get in after this.
Remember, terror does not take coffee breaks.
What a dick.
Just like this.
So how are Steve and Trevor getting along?
Seems like a productive relationship.
You know, like I said, he's got his uses.
And as you can see, we're trying to take full advantage of it.
Then what?
This thing with the agency gets put to rest and we don't need you anymore.
Right. And what about Trevor?
What about it?
I need some resolution, Davey. You let him walk. You said you'd clean the whole thing up back in North Yankton.
And you told me it'd be a clean job, no casualties. There were more eyes on that town than they needed.
Yeah, well, according to my eyes, Trevor's your problem, Dave, as much as he is mine.
He's not a problem at all. We're monitoring him. Has he said anything about Brad?
Fuck yeah, he has. Plenty. I keep changing the subject. You know, he thinks you might actually commute Brad's sentence when this is all over.
That's good. Fine work. We'll send another letter. It's about time anyway.
Oh, so that's you who's been sending those fucking letters to Trevor, huh?
Yeah. He thinks they're from Brad, who he thinks is locked up in high security and not 6 feet under in a grave marked Michael Townley. The trainees write them. It's a good exercise.
Yeah, the fuck. How'd that get started?
A few years ago, a letter came to the federal prison system addressed to Brad. Wasn't signed, but it gave a P.O. box in Sandy Shores. I played the part of Brad, and we started a correspondence.
Yeah, thanks for telling me, Davey.
I was doing you a favor. Didn't think you want to know he was in the same state.
Yeah, so now what? I just sit back and hope he doesn't figure it out?
It's worked so far.
He's a time bomb, Dave, and you fucking know it.
This'll do.
All right. Find out who we're looking for.
Yeah, we need a description of the target.
Yeah, I'll take care of it. Loosen him up.
Oh, no, no, please. I tell you what you
Loosen
want to
him
know.
up!
No, please.
Now, if you open real wide, I might be able to just reach right back there and grab one of those big ones.
My teeth are perfect. I just have them lasered. No! Hold on! My teeth! Wait! Please! Come on! Don't! Mercy! Stop!
Well, you ain't gonna be chewing steak anytime soon.
I just want to get out of here!
Hey. Now? Huh? Now? You ready to talk?
Ohio State just lost.
That's what we were afraid of. So, yeah.
I didn't know Feed said that. Hey, dude.
We're after. What does he look like?
I was built. I was height, middle age.
Yeah. It sounds like you're stalling. This better be enough. Middle age, middle height, middle build, whatever. He's dark, okay? He's Azerbaijani, for God's sakes. Look around. That enough?
You're my eyes, Townley. What do you see?
I see a couple guys that are way too old and too fat to be doing a political assassination. We're live.
You see anyone down there who might be an Azerbaijani?
Fuck do I know? You might be an Azerbaijani for all I know. What's one look like?
They look Eastern.
Half this town looks Eastern, Davey. You got the fall of the Shah and the collapse of communism to thank for that.
Anyone stand out?
No, they all kind of blend in. Make a call, Dave.
We're gonna need some more info on this guy. They're having a party down there.
That ain't gonna cut it, my friend.
Shit. Let me think. I remember.
Sorry, too late. Trevor, show our contestant what he's won today.
I remember. I remember.
It ain't even the biggest tool in the room.
What? Oh. Knee shot.
So what have you got for us? We need Trev to shake up your memory again?
No. He's got beard. He's got Gucci beard.
I think you're making this up.
No, I'm not.
Huh?
No.
Yeah?
I'm telling the truth.
Gucci beard? Got any beardy types at this party? Huh? Because that's all Mr. K's given us.
No.
You know, I'm thinking maybe we ought to just take 2 bullets and put them in our informant and just call an airstrike off Chumash Beach.
I need eyes on that party. Pick up the scope and give me a report.
Who am I looking for?
Steve's saying beard. What do you got?
Anything specific, or is some stubble gonna cut it?
Let's start at Mountain Men, and we'll work our way down until someone fits the profile.
There's a few beards at this party. Vinewood's full of weak chins. Place is famous for it.
Damn. Beards are in fashion in Chumash. Land of beach hipsters. We need more.
It's gonna be a long day until you give us some intel on our target.
Oh, he's got beer. He smokes like a fucking chimney.
I don't know. Trev, maybe one more time? Just to be sure.
No, please, no. I told you, he smokes. That's all I know.
They'll be doing this shit at elementary schools in no time. It's legal, bro. Legal.
It's a torture. I was wrong. Oh, torturer. I got blood in my mouth.
Look at me. I am a genuine government man. Let's get him upright.
Let me up. Let me up.
Today's lesson is about government regulation.
Lesson? This is...
Mr. K. Mr. K.
I don't know anything, please.
It's okay.
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
What's that?
He chain smokes. And he's left-handed.
Ah, okay. Any dirty guys at the party smoke cigarettes. Mr. K says he smokes like a pack of 2 a day.
Redwood cigarettes?
Thank you, Mr. K.
Steve's telling me he chain smokes redwoods.
It ain't the cigarettes that'll kill him. It's the guys who put the warnings on the packets you should worry about.
And he's left-handed.
Oh, now I get it. You're telling me to assassinate a guy because he's got facial hair, a cigarette, and he's left-handed.
I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details. Michael, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What, I had my eyes on a target. Listen, anyone in that joint's got as much chance of being a threat to national security as the next guy.
Steve, it's blown. I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details.
Oh, fuck!
You get kicks out of killing innocent women now? The report I'm gonna have to write. Steve, he fucked it. I'm telling you to assassinate a guy because he's a threat to national security. The rest's details.
Ah, I see someone. He fits the profile. Yep, fits it all the way. I got a good feeling. Well, as good as you can get while clipping a guy who probably don't deserve it. And now I'm taking the shot. Davey, I got someone. Definitely a lefty. Redwood smoking, bearded, maybe, could be, used to be, Azerbaijani.
Good enough for me. Steve, it's done.
Woo! That is a wrap, my friends. Excellent work, the pair of you. Now, I got a racquetball game to get to, so Trevor, if you take care of Mr. K, I think we're all set.
What the fuck do you want me to do with him?
I would say he's outlived his usefulness.
Oh, come on, please.
Shut up!
That's a sport.
Let's go, come on.
Where's taking me to?
Fuck, let's just go, okay? I ain't gonna let those G-Man fucking scumbags tell me what to do.
What? You just torture me.
Don't ask too many fucking questions. Let's go, get up. Come on, up the fucking stairs. Oh, fuck's sakes. Come on, let's go. All right, now you got a flight to catch, okay? Let's get you to the airport. Oh, safety first. Hey, how's your mouth?
It hurts.
Can you speak?
Kinda.
Are you gonna hold it together?
I want to go home. I want to see my family.
No, you have no home. You have no family. That shit is over.
I do. They're in the Hollywood. I love them very much.
No, that's your old life. That's over now. You're off the grid. You're one of the invisible people.
Just take me home.
I'm taking you to the airport. You're gonna get on a plane. You're flying a long way from this country and you're gonna spread your message.
I don't have a message.
You're a torture advocate.
Advocate?
The media and the government would have us believe that torture is some necessary thing. We need it to get information, to assert ourselves. Did we get any information out of you?
I would have told you everything.
Exactly. Torture's for the torturer, or the guy giving the order to the torturer. You torture for the good times. We should all admit that. It's useless as a means of getting information.
I'm feeling lightheaded.
Sometimes you torture for the torturee, but only if they're prepared to pay.
I am very unwell.
It's me with you. Jesus Christ, good grief. I thought we really bonded, but now I'm having my doubts. Departures. No one drives me to the airport. It'll be... Run. You're free.
Oh, what? But my family is here.
Your family is probably the ones who got you fucking in here, all right? Now look, trust no one, all right? You're alone now.
Really?
Yeah, really. Now let's go. Fuck off. Come on.
Later, Dave. A whole lot later, I hope.
This is Amanda. Unfortunately, I can't come to the phone right now. Namaste.
go.
Oh, you are such a sweetheart. I'm not even from here. Thanks so much. You have a...
Turn off your mic at Rape.
Is that better? LOL. LOL.
Damn! Corporate shit.
Yes.
Right.
What the heck was that?
I have like separate headphones plugged in, so yeah. No.
Welcome to flight school. My name is Jackson. We're gonna start with a basic takeoff. Hold the throttle all the way down to pick up speed, and pull back on the stick to take off. You can retract your landing gear once you're a safe distance above the ground. Congratulations, pilot! You are now airborne. Now, navigate through those checkpoints marked on your radar, and we can move on to the next lesson. That was a good start. Well done.
Got it.
Now I'm going to have you attempt a safe landing on the runway. You won't have many chances to get this wrong, so please. Start reducing the plane's altitude gradually so you're just above the runway as you approach. Be sure to deploy the landing gear before you reach the runway. Start to decelerate while you're still in the air, but be careful not to stall the engines.
Come on, baby.
like a pro. Now let's get the plane off the runway. Okay, you need to return to the training area.
Bro! You saw that, right? You saw that. I literally, I went through it, dog. Bruh. I went through it. That's so weird.
Start reducing the plane's altitude gradually so you're just above the runway as you approach. Be sure to deploy the landing gear before you reach the runway. Start to decelerate while you're still in the air, but be careful not to stall the engines. When you touch down, continue to apply the brakes carefully until you come to a complete stop. Try to land as close as you can to the checkpoint marked on the runway. Executed like a pro! Now let's get the plane off the runway. Taxi over to the marked area and come to a Okay, you need to return to the training area.
You saw that. You saw that, bro. I literally... Okay, chat. Last time I quit.
Start reducing the plane's altitude gradually so you're just above the runway as you approach. Be sure to deploy the landing gear before you reach the runway. Start to decelerate while you're still in the air, but be careful not to stall the engines. When you touch down, continue to apply the brakes carefully until you come to a complete stop. Try to land as close as you can to the checkpoint marked on the runway. Executed like a pro! Now let's get the plane off the runway. Taxi over to the marked area and come to a complete stop. That was an excellent landing. Very well done. In this lesson, you're going to be performing a couple of... All right, pilot. It's time for us to get a little crazy. First, I want you to get some altitude and head for that checkpoint marked at the end of the runway. Good. Okay, let's see what you got. On my mark, perform a barrel roll by pulling your flight...
Oh. I quit. I